Winter's thaw, smells and dust tend to creep up, and that's when you know it's maybe time for a little spring cleaning. Sandra Indo is live in North Hollywood now with some expert tips. Sandra, good morning to you.
Good morning, Tony and Araxia. That's right. We are spring cleaning here at Crystal Graham's house. Tell me a little bit about the room that you really needed help with, because it's a perfect time to spring clean right before the summer. Kids are still in school. Tell me a little bit about this room.
This is my daughter, Charlie. She's 4 years old. In my house, I'm a working mom, and I really try to do my best, but everything just gets cluttered and disorganized, and it got to a point that my daughter couldn't see the toys I was buying her, and she was like, "Mom, buy me this. Mom, buy me that." And I'm like, "I buy you everything."
So lots of dolls, coloring
stuff,
books.
coloring books, reading materials, toys, and clothes. I just don't know how to get it to work together. So
Where to put it all, right?
where to put it all.
All right, well, we're going to get some professional advice on how to best organize a little girl's room. So why don't you show us the room? And obviously, a lot of little girls love their dolls and puzzles and coloring books. We'll bring in from Creative Clarity the clutter decluttering expert, Pamela Maroney. Come over here, show us some expert tips on what people can do to really get organized.
Hi. Well, you know, we wanted the room to all flow together really nicely, and so first we had sorted through some things to categorize them together. So over here we have a couple different containers.
Let's take a look. Yep.
So we have all the puzzles together in some Ziploc bags. That way when...
This is genius.
Right, so
Look
when
how
the pieces, right, you can't always fit them back in the boxes. So in the Ziploc bags, it keeps them all together and compact, which is really great. And then down below, of course, we have the dress up. Every little girl tends to have their princess
Wants
clothes.
to be a princess.
Right, crowns and shoes and all of that sort of stuff. So it's low. That way she can grab it herself and put everything back herself, too.
Okay, and what about for books?
So for books, over here we have some cubbies. Again, they're at the height for a little girl of the age 4. And we have sections here. So we have books for her to read, and then we also have these really great containers that have clear fronts. So if a child isn't able to quite read labels yet, then they're able to see what goes inside of the container.
I love this. A bin for all the little stuffed animals.
Yeah, all the little stuffed animals can go in here. That way she can grab them when she's playing with them, and then she can just throw them back in here. So there's no neat way necessarily. They can just be thrown in here and then slid back in, and it looks great.
And perfect, pretty much on a budget too.
Yes, the whole room was done on a budget. We spent roughly about $350, and we utilized what she had, and then also tried to throw in some flares of our own to kind of pull it together.
All right, thanks so much for those tips. And now that everything is decluttered, we'll tell you more tips later on how to best organize and maximize a small space for any type of room.